I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Leave you stank.
He's like, you're in trouble for that, bro.
For a second, I forgot Phil was black. So I was like, why did you just
You forgot I was black.
No, and he's like,
That's good. He doesn't see color.
He thought I was Dominican, huh? Everybody been asking me on campus sometimes, are you Dominican, bro? I feel like you mix with Dominican. I'm
Bro,
like, nah.
I was just talking about that in like we can keep this in the podcast. This is funny. I was just talking about that with the my class, my photo class, because a girl was telling us how like one of her professors said she looks exotic. I was like, bro, that's racist.
That is definitely racist,
like,
bro.
doesn't that have the same vibe of like,
No, that's
you're
racist.
not from here?
That is fucking
that's
racist,
That's the
bro.
same vibe, bro.
That is literally,
how would it make you feel if someone called you exotic?
bro. I would have been like, the fuck you say?
That's just
What
crazy.
do you mean I look exotic?
You know what makes it worse is like exotic means like you're not from here, and the girl's Native American, so like, she was from here before like the white people got here.
If I'm that professor, bro,
That dude should be fired.
Yeah, not even low key, man.
High key.
High
This is a
key.
basketball podcast, though.
That's terrible.
You're gonna have to sync the audio like that off of that.
Oh, yeah, I will.
You got it in the bag.
Yeah, I got it. I got it so easily now.
Ice cold. Welcome.
I don't see color, Phil. That's why.
Just Deucer gets canceled without a face reveal. Welcome to another episode of the You Know Ball.
Wait, we were recording this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. What's good, y'all? I didn't know.
You already know, man. It's Anthony, your host for today. Across the table, man. I got my co-host, my boy. Restart. Should we redo the whole Native American, exotic?
Really?
No.
Okay, I was like, oh shoot. All right, my bad. Anyways, y'all, make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Add us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But I don't even know
Back
if
to
TikTok
back
gonna be
TikTok.
around now.
That's
I don't
true.
even know. I'm
Fuck
gonna leave
it,
it
ban
at
it,
that.
bro.
But it's curiosity.
Ban it.
Anyways, how you been doing, my homie?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. Just work, school, run the fucking play. Simple. What about you?
Honestly, man, same here, except way more school. But I'm chilling, man. We here. We trying to talk some ball, man.
You already know, man. No one wants to hear about school or exotic people or. Why? I'm just saying our viewership. They're the ones.
But they don't know what we talking about.
We brought it up though. We brought it up. See, that's a bad question. I didn't say nothing,
Bro, they don't know what we're talking about.
I'm just talking ball.
Yeah, that's getting edited out.
Fuck it. Today we're gonna be talking about our favorite teams' news. We
Yes,
got our
sir.
top 10 point guards just over halfway through the season, and then you already know, man. Phil came with some news. Philly Phil's our little paper boy, you know. So he came with the news, hooked it up.
So yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. If any of that interests you, man, stick around because we got a banger. Oh, and we got a new set. We didn't mention that.
Yeah.
New background, new view. We're hopefully gonna like the last thing we're talking about. We're gonna build and make it better, bro. That ticking is gonna piss me the fuck off. Thank God, dude. That shit is terrible. But yeah, so yeah, we can just get straight into it, man. What you got in the Laker news this week, Phil?
Okay, hey, all I can say right now is ADPOY is coming at you, man. Hey, good job in that game against the Timberwolves, man. You really came through. I know that Rudy Gobert and Cat weren't playing, but at the same time, he also had another career game against them. So I still feel like it's two really good games, and I feel like right now, AD deserves the Defensive Player of the Year. Also, win, please, because it's not getting any easier. Just keep winning, keep getting the ball rolling, and D'Lo and Reeves keep playing well. All right? Don't just go overboard, but just keep doing what you're doing right now. What about you, buddy? Buddy.
Over Rudy, dude? Defensive Player of the Year over Rudy?
He needs to get Defensive Player of the Year over Rudy, bro.
Why?
He needs to.
I think it's too late for him.
That game alone should just set him over Rudy Gobert, bro. Alone. You're telling me, Brody,
The Lakers aren't even above average defense.
25, 25, 5, 5-3.
It's a big game. I'm not gonna lie. A big game. Shout out to AD. AD's been hooping. I've been saying on the show he's getting underrated, which he has. You can see it on Twitter when he has a game like that. People are still shitting on him somehow. But at the same time, like, that team isn't a good defensive team, and Rudy's the best defensive player probably in the league, but the best defensive player on the best defensive team in basketball. It's hard to argue with that, bro.
I don't know, man. I just feel like if you got AD scoring on you and locking you up, that's saying something.
Yeah, I think
that's saying something, in my opinion.
I'm gonna shout him out. I'm definitely. I think he's probably a better basketball player than Rudy up to this point this season.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think Rudy's probably the defensive player of the year, bro. Like, in a season, in a era of basketball where offenses are so good, to have the number one defense in basketball by a lot, it just goes to show. And, like, when you think of personnel on that team, you don't really think of defensive players either, which makes it more impressive.
I don't know, man.
And I'm not saying the Lakers you think of defensive personnel either, other than AD.
I get you. I just think that to go against the Timberwolves twice, have both Cat and Rudy Gobert trying to guard you, and you still lock both of them up and outscore them, and then you come into this game and do the same exact thing but better, defensively mainly. I feel like that should be a statement, like, I'm locking this dude up, and if you give him the award, he's gonna dog him like he did Jaren Jackson Jr. when he got Defensive Player of the Year. So I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
like, what are we doing? You choosing the Defensive Player of the Year just for kicks? Like,
I mean,
AD's gonna dog him.
I don't know.
He is.
I don't know. I think if the Timberwolves and the Lakers were to meet in the playoffs right now, the Timberwolves would win.
Yeah, but
actually, I don't know. Maybe without Cat there, but
well, I'm just saying, like, they probably could win even if Cat isn't there. But I'm saying, like, who do you think's gonna lock who up? Rudy Gobert or AD? Like, who has a bigger chance?
It's different because Rudy Gobert's not an offensive player.
Yeah, but, like, locking up wise, like, if Rudy, like, I just feel like if
like,
you're
I think
Rudy
makes a bigger impact on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, especially in the paint. Like, Anthony Davis definitely is a better perimeter defender, probably better in the mid range too.
Mm-hmm.
But Rudy in the paint, it's like a zero damn near. Like, no one's getting a bucket on him, bro. Intimidator.
But that's the same thing. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like, the only time I've seen AD get dunked on was by Rui Hachimura back in, like, 2019 and Terrence Mann this year.
But that doesn't mean you're a great defender.
That man getting dunked on by everybody.
It's because Rudy plays 82 games in a year, dog. Anthony Davis plays 13. Of course he's going to only get dunked on
they
twice.
playing the same amount of games right now, man.
That's true. I agree with you. And that's why. And even with that, Rudy's probably the best defensive player in basketball right now.
I still say AD, man. He's more versatile, too.
I guess I agree
give it to the more versatile defender also.
I think if you're gonna give it to a versatile defender, then you got to give it to Bam Adebayo.
Okay, then if he got the stats too, he can.
If we're going versatility, I think Bam.
Give it to Bam than Rudy.
I just think Rudy's been. I was so anti-Rudy when he first did it.
Yeah.
This season though, I feel like it's different. Like, I'm pro Rudy this year.
He's Rudy doing the same shit.
He's way better on a way worse defensive team. I feel like.
I'll catch some games.
Personally,
I'm gonna watch the Minnesota Timberwolves closely in this.
Analyze some Rudy tape. But my Thunder news this week.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, AD MVP, SGA MVP, SGA, bro. If we stay as the 1 seed, I don't see a reason for anyone else to get MVP. This team came out of nowhere. This guy is probably the best. I mean, other than Luka, scorer in basketball. Like. And we're running it, bro. We're running the league. So, SGA MVP. Only way is I guess right now, look at that. Denver's the 1 seed right now.
Oh, because they won?
Because they won today. But
it's half a game difference.
If Nuggets are number 1, I give it to Jokic. But if we finish number 1, which I think we will, then the Thunder, I feel like SGA should be MVP, which would be so dope, bro.
I feel like we can get into it when we get to our point guards list later on. But, hey, SGA's doing his thing this year, man. I can't, like, I've always liked the dude even when he was playing with the Flippers. I was like, this kid's got some talent, so I can't dog on him. You know I like OKC. Unlike you not liking the Lakers, so it's
different. Hang on.
You don't like the Lakers.
I like the best brand of basketball, and the Lakers don't play that.
You see? You don't like the Lakers.
Currently, yes. Currently, I agree with you.
So by logic, you don't like him.
You're right.
But when have you ever liked them? Like, even when I first came to Western Christian, you are like, fuck the Lakers.
Kobe. I like Kobe. I like the Kobe Lakers.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's
I'll
fun.
take that.
But
take that.
these, I mean, you as a Lakers fan could tell me how unfun the Lakers are.
I'm not going to lie. I've been having fun watching the Lakers
Really,
right now.
I like when D'Lo goes off. I really like
Yeah.
D'Lo.
Nah.
D'Lo out of Ohio State was one of my favorite players.
Mm-hmm.
So I like D'Lo. It's just like the LeBron style of basketball isn't as fun to me, where it's just like everyone standing in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that.
Well, I mean, we even saw, like, in 2018, 2019, when the whole thing was going on, like, I wasn't too cool with it. I was always like, I'm not going to lie, the whole defense is already seeing what LeBron might be doing. Like, LeBron does a good job, but everybody's in the paint. Like, I may want somebody who can shoot to hold the ball so that LeBron can get a little bit more room out there.
Yeah.
And that's what's been working with having D'Lo run the show. Like, we switched from having LeBron primarily run the offense to have D'Lo and AD try to start it off or just start it off. And then LeBron, if we get into a pickle, he goes on a scoring rampage. Because that's what I wanted them to do this year. I wanted them to be a simple 24, 5-5 guy. I mean, I'm happy that he's averaging 25, like 8 and 7, but I want him to like
Chill out.
Let D'Lo like set you up.
You seen what happens when D'Lo sets you up, bro? He gets you 44 in a game winner.
D'Lo's throwing some crazy passes where I'm like, bro.
I feel like this is a thing that's pissing me off lately. Like,
What's
people
up?
forgot D'Lo was an all-star. People forgot how good Brooklyn D'Lo is, and that was like 4 years ago. But D'Lo hasn't had the opportunity. Six? Fuck. But D'Lo hasn't had the opportunity since then. I mean, you look at like the Minnesota teams he was on, and the Warriors. You're playing next to Steph Curry. Like, the Lakers. I'm not saying I don't think he's at that level anymore where you give him free control of your offense. But the Lakers should give him, I feel like, a little bit more. And we've seen that lately, and it's working out. Because D'Lo is one of the best decision makers in basketball. And when D'Lo's on, bro, he's an elite scorer.
Bro, I've never seen, I'm not going to lie.
Not a top 10 point guard, though.
Byron Scott was our best three-point shooter. Kobe was our best three-point shooter. But, man, the way D'Lo gets on those heat checks, man.
It's fun, dude. It's fun. It's like Dame.
He might be our best three-point shooter in history, bro.
What?
D'Lo might be our best three-point shooter in history.
You going
I'm
on
sorry.
TikTok for that one, bro.
The
That
way,
would be a
the
bad
way
take.
he be shooting that ball, man. Like, I love Kobe. He's our best
Phil,
player
Phil.
of all time.
If you finish the sentence, I'll put it on TikTok.
Go for it, man. I'm just saying.
Finish the
D'Lo
sentence.
Might be our best three-point shooter in history.
Dude,
He
that's a
might be.
nasty take.
He might be, bro.
That's
It's
even
not a
even
nasty
Deucer's looking nasty.
Every Laker fan knows we've had some shitty-ass three-point shooters.
But you're comparing D'Lo to Kobe, dog?
In three-point shooting, Kobe's our best scorer, but he wasn't, like, the best three-point shooter. He shot the
81?
most. But think about it. All we've
60?
had is Byron Scott, Glenn Rice, Kobe Bryant, and
Kyle
Derek
Kuzma.
Fisher. If you say Kyle Kuzma one more fucking
Lonzo
time, bro.
Ball.
Lonzo Ball. He couldn't shoot with the Lakers, man.
Julius Randle.
I don't even know if that dude shot when he was with the Lakers.
Nah, let's transition, bro. Everyone, if you want to hear about the Lakers, just check Twitter. Let's go into our top 10 point guards. You want to start at the bottom or the top?
Definitely the bottom. We got to get that building
Started from the
going.
bottom. Now we way up.
Yes, sir.
All right, for my honorable mentions, because I had a couple. I made a list of like 20 players, bro, where if you put them on your list, I wouldn't be mad that they're top 10 PGs.
Yeah.
But my 3 players that I feel like are super honorable mentions are LaMelo Ball, Jamal Murray, and Drew Holiday. You know I love my boy Drew Holiday, man.
Okay.
You know I love UCLA great. And
Man,
then
I love Drew Holiday, bro.
Jamal Murray, you got to shout him out, especially on this list. Wouldn't be surprised if he's on a list, but he's just a great scorer, and I feel like his numbers don't really show how good Jamal Murray is. And then LaMelo Ball, it's more of a games played thing. I think a healthy LaMelo Ball is, like, without a doubt, a top probably 8 point guard in the league.
With me, man, I honestly didn't include LaMelo Ball in my honorable mentions because I was kind of more focused on who's in the now. since we're
Yeah,
doing
I get it.
currently. But I had 3, and my honorable mentions, or my 3 honorable mentions are Scary Terry, Jamal Murray, and Cade Cunningham.
Okay, shout out Cade too. I don't have
love
Cade on mine.
bro.
Shout out Cade.
23, 4, and 8.
That's Cade and him.
Cade and them.
That's Cade and him.
That's Cade and them. I'll take Cade and them. Bro, I love when they
that's
do
Cade
that.
and
You taking Prime Montverde? Or you taking what was the other team? Monzo or
Chino Hills.
Chino Hills.
That's Cade and him.
Cade and them.
Oh, I'll take my brother.
Yeah. Everybody would say that, bro. That's Cade and them.
They kept doing the same shit, bro. Yeah. I mean, let's get into it, man. Number 10 might be a surprise. I might have this guy a little low, but at number 10, I got Tyrese Halliburton.
Ooh.
I think these other 9 players have shown they could lead their teams to wins at a higher level, and we just haven't seen enough of that out of Tyrese yet, you know. I trust a lot more of, like, scoring guards to win games. And 21 and 11 is good, but he could obviously do a little more on the scoring side of the ball, which, again, that's not his game. I get it. But if I'm ranking these guys, I got to put that out there.
No, that's very true, bro. I literally that's what was tough with me because I did have him there at the start, but then I rearranged my list because I was like, let me do it, like, let me keep it as current as possible.
Okay.
So, like, at number 10 for me, I have Trae Young.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
And honestly, I only have him there too because, like, basically, like, I was looking at last 5 games, and he hasn't played last 5 games, but his, like, the ones he was active for, like, his actual active last 5 games weren't as impressive to me as, like, Tyrese Halliburton. So I raised him up a little bit more.
I respect it. I got Trae a little higher on my list. I think my whole vibe is, like, what point guards would I want to start my team with now? So, obviously youth plays a fact. I mean, skill-wise. Tyrese Halliburton's 10 because of that. If it was, like, off of, like, who I'm starting with my team with, actually, like, he'd be higher because of his youth. But 10 is where I got him. At number 9.
No way.
I got Dame Lillard.
No way.
Why is that low?
You have him at number 9?
Yeah.
I had him at number 9.
Hey!
What the hell?
My twin.
So you had Trae at 10. I had
Tyrese at 10.
Or you had Tyrese at 10.
Yeah.
I had Trae at 10. And then we both got Dame at 9.
Yes.
That is very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Not much to talk about there then, right? Like, we're kind of on the same page as that. I want to know your opinions on the next guy who I got at 8. I'm guessing you got it at 8 unless you're 8 Halliburton, but my number 8 is Tyrese Maxey.
Yo, holy shit. Wait a minute. Did you look at my list?
I ain't look at that shitty-ass list. I didn't look at that shitty-ass list.
You got the same fucking list right now, bro. Wait a minute. Number 8, I had Tyrese Maxey too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
what's the argument for Tyrese over Dame?
Okay, so with me, the way I looked at it, I honestly thought that his shooting percentages were a little better.
Okay.
And the difference was Tyrese Maxey, to me, like, he has 26, 4, and 6 with nearly 1 stock a game. And then Dame has 25, 4, and 7 with 1 steal a game. So they're pretty close. It's just that Tyrese averages 1 more point than Dame, and then Dame averages 1 more assist than Tyrese. But I feel like Tyrese is a little better because Dame is playing next to Giannis. I feel like he should be having a little bit, like, I feel like this is too low for him. But this is kind of what I predicted. So the fact that Tyrese is doing this, and he was going off of a season where I feel like he was like a 13-5 or 13-3-3 type of guy to this.
I think he was at like almost 20 last year.
Yeah, my bad.
He was
20.
higher last year. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Where his come up is crazy. He's probably I don't know how they view this award, but he's probably the most improved player this year.
I hope he gets it.
Or Brunson. But yeah, my whole thing more on a less numbers side of things. I feel like with Tyrese, it's like, how is this team still a 7th seed? Like, without Embiid there, like, this team should not be where they are now. So I had to put Tyrese at this spot. Dame, we've seen a lot of down games, even though he is heating up lately. Last year, I'm trying to see what Maxey averaged. Last year, Maxey averaged 20. But, like, he just should be doing a little bit. Maybe it's an expectation thing. I might expect more from Dame.
Okay.
But I think Maxey I trust to, like, lead a team more right now currently than Damian Lillard. Damn. Just off of what we've seen this season. My number 7, y'all might not like this. You might say it's high, but I got Trae Young at 7. I think Trae Young over Max. Because, again, bro, what Halliburton gives in playmaking, I feel like Trae Young does at the same level. It's just not on House of Highlights every night. And then we've seen Trae Young take over a game with a 50-point game before. Like Trae Young has that in his bag too. I think the DeJounte stuff shades Trae Young a little bit. I think it's not a good matchup for them, and I feel like people honestly forgot what Trae Young is. Like I'm really excited for DeJounte or Trae Young to get traded because I think both of those players are gonna blossom, and now that they've played together, they're gonna be compared to each other their whole careers.
Yeah.
But I think I really think Trae Young, like, if it wasn't for this DeJounte stuff, I would probably put Trae Young in my 4 or 5 spot off of straight skill alone. But off of this season, I put him at 7.
Got you. Now, this is just really funny because you had Tyrese at 10, and then you had Trae at 7. I had Trae at 10 and Tyrese at 7.
So what's your argument for Tyrese over Trae?
So, honestly, with me, I feel like Tyrese, like, he's averaging 21, 4, and 11. Trae Young was averaging 26, 3, and 11. And at that point, I was like, well, Trae is making more, but also he's out right now. So I decided to go to the next thing and look at their last 5 games actively.
Okay.
And to me, like, Tyrese's last 5 games compared to Trae's was just better than me. So I just had to put him over. And it was honestly better to, like, Tyrese's was better to me than Dame and Tyrese. So I was like, I'm going to put him over these guys.
I'm going to argue with here. You know, it's a podcast. So I'm going to argue. I
Go
feel like
for it.
you look at Tyrese's team, the Indiana Pacers, and you look at Trae Young's team, the Atlanta Hawks. The Pacers have done a wonderful thing for Tyrese Halliburton. They have built a perfect team around Tyrese Halliburton. The Hawks have done the exact opposite for Trae Young.
For real?
What is with DeJounte? I think they built a good team, but they haven't built a team that like lets Trae Young be Trae Young.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, bro.
I don't know, man, because Jalen Johnson and Clint Capella, those guys are good, like just doing their own thing and being spot ups or just like being lob threats. And then Jalen Johnson getting a little bit more, but
he's been balling lately.
Yeah, he works around Trae Young. Like I feel like
I think Jalen Johnson's the only one I would say is a good fit around Trae Young.
What about
right
Sadiq
now.
Bey?
Sadiq Bey's cool, but he's obviously out for the year now.
Yeah,
right?
but before when he was active,
He's
like,
I don't know. I think there's better, like the way the Pacers are built to run.
Bogdanovich.
The way the Pacers are built to run, I think the Hawks need that instead of like just having catch and shooters. Like if Trae Young had an Obi Toppin on his team, like players like that where Trae Young gets the ball, let's push the break. It would look a lot nicer than what they have now, obviously, because you see one team, the Pacers are sitting at what? The 6 seed. The Hawks are sitting at the 10 seed. I firmly believe that Trae Young is a better basketball player than Tyrese Halliburton. I don't care what Twitter says. I don't care what TikTok hoop mixtapes say. I don't care what House of Highlights say.
But also, Tyrese doesn't turn the ball over as much as Trae Young.
That's
he
true.
Averages the same amount of assists.
That's true. I agree with you.
That should put him over as a better point guard.
I think as a better playmaker probably, but I don't think he's that much of a better playmaker. And then
his shooting percentages are better than stinking Trae too.
Trae Young's a way better scorer than Tyrese though. Tyrese just don't shoot as much, bro. We've seen games where Tyrese take 3 shots in a game.
I don't know, man.
You think Tyrese is a better scorer than Trae Young?
I think he might be a better scorer.
You think Tyrese Halliburton is a better scorer than Trae Young?
I think he might be a better scorer than Trae Young, bro.
Fill up. First D'Angelo Russell, now this.
That man is small as hell.
Phil,
that man
who
small
cares?
As hell, bro.
Who cares about his height, bro?
Bro, I just feel like Tyrese is a much better scorer.
Much better.
I feel like he is.
Phil.
Bro, like, because hear me out.
If Trae Young wasn't playing with DeJounte, bro, he'd be averaging 30 right now.
Well, then there's your problem.
What do you mean?
He's playing with DeJounte Murray.
That's
why.
What's that got to do with him being a scorer, though?
Because we're talking about currently.
But I'm saying, what's that? Who's a better scorer?
Okay.
Who's a better scorer? Trae Young?
Tyrese.
Bro, stop it.
Tyrese.
Stop.
I'm going with Tyrese.
Tyrese got the team around him right now to be averaging 30, and he averages 21. No one needs the ball on that team except Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, I mean, Pascal Siakam.
Siakam don't do shit except the spin move.
You just hate Pascal Siakam, bro.
He don't got nothing in his bag, dog.
Bro, I don't know. Like, now that they got Pascal Siakam, he be passing that ball way more. But, I mean, you should have seen his last couple games. He had, like, a couple 30 balls, and then the rest were 20s.
Who, Siakam or Tyrese?
Tyrese.
I'm not saying Tyrese can't score at all. But I'm saying when you compare to Trae Young, who, not this year, but every season before this has shown that he's an elite shooter, elite scorer.
Isn't that what Tyrese has been doing, too?
Every season
This
before
season?
this, he's not elite scorer, bro.
I don't know, man. Trae Young.
Trey Young took them
elite
motherfuckers to the conference finals.
last year.
But I'm saying
This year he's an elite
I'm
scorer.
saying elite. Tyrese is an elite scorer this year, bro.
Trae Young, he's more of an elite scorer than him right now.
Is Tyrese an elite scorer this year?
More than Trae Young.
Is Tyrese an elite scorer this year, Phil?
Okay.
Not compared to
Maybe
Trae
not
Young.
more than anybody else, but compared to Trae Young, yes.
Why?
In my opinion.
Stop
I don't
the
think Trae Young's
cap.
been playing that good this season.
Stop the. Oh, I agree with you. It's not his best season, but
Mhm.
he's still Trae fucking Young,
Okay. And this is Tyrese fucking Halliburton.
bro. I can't agree with that, Phil. I can't.
I don't know, bro.
Who's your six? Who's your six? I don't want to do this shit no more.
Here we go. Here we go. At number 6, I got Stephen Curry. I got Stephen Curry. I chose violence today, bro.
You came here to
I chose
tweet.
Stephen Curry.
You came.
I chose Stephen Curry.
Y'all see these clips on TikTok, bro?
Hey, I hope they do too.
I
chose
hope
Stephen
y'all
Curry
come
at
watch
6.
this full episode and see what the fuck I'm dealing with this week, dog. What the
Number
fuck?
6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Steph Curry.
Yep.
Why? Why?
Cause
Who Steph Curry got on his team to help that man, bro?
just his averages, man, isn't as good as the rest of the people up above.
Who?
27, 4, and 5
Bro, that's
with 1 steal a game. And his averages, though, shooting 45, 41, 92 is very good.
he's Steph fucking Curry, of course.
Okay.
Bro, stop it.
If we do a list, I know you're going to have LeBron James low, so let's stop. Let's stop the
I'm gonna
cap.
have LeBron James in the right spot LeBron James should be.
You sure?
I'm 1,000%
You
sure.
positive? Because I feel like you'd put him at 8 or 9.
I might now.
You see?
I might now.
Got him right there.
I might
Got him
now
right
because
there.
of this bullshit.
No, I have to put Stephen Curry at 6, bro. Based off of stats right here.
How do I always do this, bro? How do I always cut?
27, 4, and 5.
A man just wants to have a basketball
27,
podcast
4,
with the
and 5.
homies, and I always end up being on a podcast with a Steph Curry
Hey,
hater.
when we go up the list, I'll explain it even more because we'll look at the averages for the other players, and you'll be like, "Wow, if I put my hand."
I won't
over
be like,
these
"Wow,
names and
Phil."
look
I'm not
at
gonna
this-
glaze you, bro.
Huh?
I'm not gonna be like,
expecting you to-
"Wow."
I'm not expecting you to glaze me. I'm just going like, bro, if you put your hand over these names and look at these averages for from Stephen Curry up, he's not up there with these guys.
Stop
He's
it.
not. All right,
You can
27,
look
4,
at
and 5.
averages all you want, bro. When we start going through these names and you see the teams that are fucking around them, and Draymond Green's not their second best player.
But all these other players are leading their offenses, and they're in the playoffs right now. Curry is outside of the playoffs.
All these
right
other
now.
players are playing with multiple other All-Stars. Tell me I'm lying. Look at your list. Tell me I'm lying. Look at your list. Other than Shea,
Other than Luka.
Luka got Kyrie, dog.
Was Kyrie an all-star this year?
Kyrie's an All-Star, though. Like,
But
he's
was
an
he an
All-Star
all-star
level
this year?
player. Name a player on Steph Curry's team that's All-Star level. Kyrie's averaging what?
I mean, if you want to do that, we could say Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. They used
But-
to be all-stars.
Kyrie's averaging.
Draymond's
No.
still doing his thing.
That's different though because Klay Thompson's averaging 15 right now, and Kyrie's averaging
He's not
26.
well, last couple games he's been averaging 20. Let's chill out.
Klay
now.
Thompson's been
Let's
balling,
chill out
but
now.
he's not an All-Star level player, bro.
But
And
he's
even
doing
if
the
he's
same thing
averaging
as
20, if he's averaging 20 right now, that's not an All-Star level player, bro.
Okay.
Kyrie's averaging 25, 26. Come on.
Kyrie's averaging 25, 26.
Yes.
Let me see real quick.
Yes.
Let me see real quick. I just want to see real quick.
Pull it up.
But until then, did you say your number 6?
My number 6 is De'Aaron Fox.
Oh,
I got it. I got him
Wow.
at 6. I feel like that's a fair spot for
that
De'Aaron
is
Fox.
interesting.
Don't try to make it
That is
interesting.
interesting.
Like you didn't say Steph's that low.
I don't think he's. I think De'Aaron Fox is better than Stephen Curry right now. Definitely.
I will give you one thing, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
My 3 to 6, I'd probably put in the same tier.
Same tier. What
Like
do you
in the
mean?
same like you could swap them around, you know? Like
I mean, there's still a little bit like.
there's
better with
levels,
some of them.
obviously. That's why I can't believe you got Steph Curry at 6. But my 3 to
I
6.
gotta put Stephen Curry at 6, bro.
What's Kyrie averaging?
Kyrie. One sec. My bad. My
Kyrie's
computer's
averaging
stupid.
25 points right now.
Okay.
Shooting 50-40.
25, 5 and 5.
Shooting 50-40, dog.
Why didn't he show up? Oh, because he's playing shooting guard this year. That's why.
But you feel me? Like I'm trying to see what he's shooting. Bro, Kyrie's averaging 25, shooting 50, 40, 90.
Damn.
You think Curry wouldn't be in the playoffs with a dude like that on his team?
I don't know. That's another point guard. I don't know. Because then who would you have to replace to get Kyrie on the Warriors, though?
I'm just saying if there was a dude like that, if you replace Clay, who's their second best player, Wiggins, or whoever you think is their second best player, if Curry had a stop it. Number 5, I got Jalen Brunson. I want to give him a shout out this year. He's had a really good year. A lot of preseason drama between us, but Phil, you were right. You were right because I got Dame at 9. I got Brunson at 5.
What's that SpongeBob song? I wish that would play. The Sweet Victory. Because we had Dame at 9, and we both had Jalen Brunson at 5.
I wonder if I got my list
Sweet victory, bro.
From before the season. Let me see.
Where did you have Damian Lillard too?
Last year?
No,
preseason?
for the list we did when we were talking about Jalen Brunson and all that. Was that like
I'm
top
trying to
players?
find him. I'm trying to find him. It was our top point guards for sure. This was when? This was so long ago.
Top point guards? We did a list like that already?
I think so. I think we did before the show.
Oh, we had a season predictions in June 23rd.
June 23rd?
My bad. That's another. Oh, what about top 10 NBA? No, that's not it either.
I don't think I got mine. Unless it's this.
Was it the top 50 NBA players, December 16th?
Maybe.
Yeah, so I had Dame on this list at number 22.
Let me see if I don't know if I got my
It was December
stuff written on here.
16th for December, like that week. And then I had Jalen Brunson at 15.
I don't know where I got him. We gotta listen back on that. I can't find my.
Bruh, that is
file.
crazy. Dame Dame at 22, Jalen Brunson at 15. I called that shit, bro.
Hey, you called it. I'm not gonna sit here and disrespect you. You were on it. You were on that. You hit that on the nose.
All right. So now to our number 4s.
Wait, you said you're 5?
Oh yeah, my bad. Number 5, I had Jalen Brunson.
Okay. Not gonna argue. I said Jalen Brunson for my 5 too, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I said that. Okay.
We both had Jalen Brunson at 5.
Okay, I'm happy where we're at right now because although you disrespected Steph, I feel like there's a player we're both showing respect to. My number 4, Devin Booker.
Okay.
Is that you got Devin Booker on your list?
Yeah, I had Devin Booker. I had Devin Booker at number 3.
Okay, but yeah, shout out Devin Booker, bro. He's having a really, really underrated year with the Suns. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm saying underrated. I don't really know what's underrated. I'm off social media right now, so I don't know if people are yapping about Devin Booker or not. But from what I see on ESPN, like no one's really talking about how good Devin Booker's been. You could argue he's been better than KD right now, even though KD also sneaky MVP KD. But Devin Booker's having a great fucking year, dude. Great year. So yeah, he's my number 4. Who's your number 4? And then we know your 3. Your number 4. Wait, let me guess. Fox.
Yep. Number 4, I got De'Aaron Fox.
You got Fox over. I know why you got Fox over Brunson, bro. Because my homie at work told me.
Why?
De'Aaron Fox is a Laker killer. He fucks the Lakers up.
That man dropped 44 points on us. And once again, it was 5-0, and now we are tied 13-13 with the Kings. I don't understand. I never mind. Anyways, I looked at the averages. I like the 27, 4 and 6 with 2 steals a game than Jalen Brunson's 27, 4 and 7 with 1 steal a game. I just feel like the 2 steals and the 27 with almost the same stats as Jalen Brunson, but off by 1 assist is still like much better, or not much better, but better than Jalen Brunson.
I was gonna make the argument of winning, but the Kings only have 1 less win than the Knicks.
Yeah.
I do think though that Jalen Brunson is a more focal point on his team's offense compared to the Kings, where you watching the screen now. They literally
look at the
they give Sabonis the ball every play. Like Sabonis gets a touch every play. Fox might not.
That's the most did you notice that Sabonis is now ranked higher on 2K than De'Aaron Fox?
I'm not mad at it. Bro,
But
this dude Sabonis.
I never thought he would. That's the point.
Their whole offense is give Sabonis the ball up there, right there. Someone's going to run around, and come get the ball and then either shoot or they're gonna make a play like that.
Eh,
Exactly
De'Aaron
that.
Fox. Oh, thank God he missed.
Exactly that, bro. They literally do that shit where it's just a dribble handoff, and it's so effective because Sabonis is such an elite playmaker
Mhm.
at that. Even though I took his under tonight. Oh, my number 3. Here's where I got Steph Curry, man. I gotta put respect on Steph, man. You know, you could argue he's probably a top 10 player in the league still.
Mhm.
And again, like we're saying, bro, like when you look at the year they won the championship, bro,
Mhm.
that was, I still will say this, the worst team around a superstar to ever win a championship. That team was dog shit, and it's that team now, except older, and no Jordan Poole. So they're weak, bro. It's a really weak team. But again, like I said, bro, like 3 through 6, I feel like you could switch around like anywhere, and it's not too big of a deal. I need some Steph respect. But 2 and 1 is where it gets a little interesting for me.
That's what, like, when you were talking about your news, man, I feel like either of these guys should be able to win the MVP. I'm not even going to be mad no matter who wins it. I'm going to be happy for both.
It better not be
But
Jokic.
At number 2,
The Oscars?
I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Phil?
Hey,
Not mad at it.
homie is having a season, man.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like Luka, who's at my number 1, is a little better. Luka, 35, 9, and 10 with nearly 2 steals and 1 block a game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 31, 6, and 5 with 2 steals and 1 block a game. And an interesting little thing I saw on the stats, both have the same EFG percentage at .579. Both have the same BPM at 10, and both have the same VORP at 6.6. That means that they are both the
Impact.
the biggest, not just on their teams, but in the league.
Oh, they're both number 1 in those?
Like, because the stat that I saw, like, I'm trying to remember what EFG is.
Effective field goal percentage.
Effective field goal percentage, but it was just like, bro, the fact that they're scoring their BPM, so box plus minus, and their valuable
Over replacement.
replacement is like both the same as each other. That's insane.
Yeah, it just shows how like these two guys are in a league of their own, especially at their position.
But it's
For
just
me,
amazing, bro.
I had Luka at 2,
Mm-hmm.
Shea at 1. I'm not mad at Luka, bro. Being a Thunder fan, I feel like it's weird to like hate on people putting Luka number 1 because we did the same shit for Russ when he averaged a triple double. But I feel like my whole argument for Shea, 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
There's the wins,
Mhm.
which the Thunder are getting with probably the same level of team as the Mavericks. And then there's the defense, and
Yeah.
Shea is on a level of on his own compared to Luka in that aspect of the game. So I had to put Shea number 1. That's why Shea's my MVP also.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not mad over it. Like being mad over Luka over Shea is pointless because these two guys are playing like elite level basketball. Like you're just hating at that point if you're mad about that, you know?
Yeah. Like with me, I wanted to put Shea over him because I do like Shea more than Luka.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like the thing that stood out to me was the fact that like Luka is nearly averaging 2 steals and 1 block a game, and then Shea's averaging 2 steals and 1 block a game. Because Luka's averaging 35, 9, and 10 while still kind of doing what Shea's doing, but Shea's like definitely doing that, but with less points, rebounds, and assists. So I was like, I'm gonna give it to Luka because of that.
Yeah, you gotta show love on that.
Yeah, but it's not knocking like Shea down. Like this is a career season for him. Like they're number 1 in the West. So at this point, like if I'm Shea, I'm not even worried about an MVP or nothing. I'm worried about getting that championship.
For me, I want him to get the MVP just because I feel like this is the year to get the MVP. And if we're a 1 seed this year and a high seed next year, I feel like next year you should focus more on like actually locking in for the championship. But this year is kind of like a oh shit, like we're here, you know. So we got to show love to him. I'm just trying to see who plays more minutes. Probably Luka, right?
I feel like Luka does it because Shea. I mean, they got some people that can come in and still give him a breather when he needs to, but I don't know if it's that big of a difference. Maybe like a 3-minute difference.
It is. It's a 3-4 minute difference. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, we could go. into our news now. Those are our top 10. Or you want to go over our list again?
You mean like restate?
Yeah,
all
just
of them?
read it out. Read it out for the TikTok. Say
Alright.
these are my top 10 point guards.
These are my top 10 point guards for Philly Phil's list. At number 10, I got Trae Young. At number 9, I got Damian Lillard. At
Mhm.
number 8, I got Tyrese Maxey.
Reese.
At number 7, I got Tyrese Halliburton. At number 6, I got Stephen Curry. At number 5, I got Jalen Brunson. At number 4, De'Aaron Fox. At 3, Devin Booker. 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And 1, Luka Doncic, who was my pick for MVP.
I was trying to give you ad libs while you were reading through, and then I was looking at my list while I was giving you ad libs. So I gave you ad libs for the wrong players. That's on me, coach. These are my top 10 point guards this season. Number 10. Fuck, I'm gonna say that again.
You got this.
These are my top 10 point guards this season. My number 10, I got Tyrese Halliburton. My number 9, I got Dame Lillard. 8, Reese Maxey.
Boom.
7, Ice Trey the Gang.
Ice.
6, I got D Fox.
Ooh.
5, Jalen Brunson.
Boom.
4, Devin Booker. I thought you were gonna give me one, dog.
I was trying to think of something for Devin Booker, but I was like, I don't know what to say for him because I said boom twice. My bad, continue.
3, I got Steph Curry. 2, I got Luka. And 1, I got my pick for MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The rookie.
The rookie.
Kind of. He's rookie in this new thing, bro, because Luka was already kind of in this conversation.
Okay,
I meant rookie in the MVP conversation.
Shit, that man averaged 30 last year.
Hey, but was he in the conversation?
You're right. All right, let's get into the news. Izzy, what's the time looking like?
All right, we got this.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get into some news.
Let's get into the first one, bro. ESPN put up a really cool graphic that I thought wasn't a lose-lose for anybody you pick out. It's one has got to go, and the players in it, there's 4, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the one player you are letting go of if he is on your team?
Okay. Well, we kind of talked about this in our point guard list. But if I got to let go of one player, I'm letting go of Tyrese Halliburton. I feel like between Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and SGA, I've seen all those dudes take over a game with their scoring. I haven't really seen that from Tyrese. I've seen him have big games. I've seen him win his team games. But as far as a fourth quarter takeover goes, I need that guy. I need the guy that I could give the ball to and say yo, get a bucket, because Tyrese, when he takes over, his teammates have to be on to take over too. These guys got to knock down shots. But if Shai's going to take over a game, it don't matter who the fuck is on the court with him. It don't matter who the fuck is on the court against him. He's going to take over the game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this was a setup for Tyrese, man.
It was.
It's Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those are the 3 best players in the league right now.
Yeah.
Or not, well, 3 best players among, other players in the league. But I have to get rid of Tyrese because, look at the team, bro. Imagine Shai at your 1, Anthony Edwards at your 2, and Jason Tatum at 3.
How are you going to put Tyrese there,
Yeah.
how do you slide him in there?
Kind of need to have him as a backup. But, I mean, to throw some salt out there, I'd do the same if Trae Young was there instead of Tyrese. I'd have to throw him out. I'm just saying.
You'd have to throw Tyrese out or Trae Young?
I'd have to throw both out if Trae had his spot. But if you replace SGA with Trae, I'm throwing Trae out. I'm sorry.
Let's balance it out a little bit, right? Let's go with players that are more on Tyrese's tier of player. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some names. You gotta pick between. I'm not gonna go point guards because we did our point guard list.
Got you.
Just this season alone, no legacy. LeBron, Paul George, and let's go Şengün. Just
between these guys, I'm choosing.
And Halliburton's in there too.
All right, so I have to choose somebody who's got to go.
Yes.
And then the other 3 stay.
Yes. LeBron, Paul George, Halliburton, Şengün.
So I'm keeping Şengün. I like him too much.
Okay.
I am keeping Paul George.
Okay.
So now it's between Tyrese and LeBron.
Just off this season.
I'm going to go with LeBron.
Okay.
I'm going to go with LeBron.
And that just shows how Tyrese is kind of a tier down from a lot of the dudes that they explain. You explain dudes who could win MVP next year. You know, Tyrese, I can't really see him doing that, but that is interesting. Like, for me, I would probably cut just off this year. I think I'd cut Paul George, but I'm not mad at it. I feel like they're all kind of in the same tier.
Yeah.
What's next in the news, Philip?
I bet a big one that came in that I did not expect because I did not know this man missed that many games. Donovan Mitchell is now ineligible for individual postseason awards.
I knew he missed this many games, bro, because I bet on him. I bet on this motherfucker to have 13 30-point games for the rest of the year, and he hasn't played any of them. So my bet's going to get voided. But,
oh, man.
Bro, please play.
Bro, I didn't know, like, it was that bad. Like, I didn't know he was out for this long.
So, like, sneaky, too. Like, you don't know until game day, like,
Bro,
that he's missing it.
Like, right when it came up, I was like, there's no way. Like,
Yeah.
Is that for real? Because I thought he was safe. I thought he missed only, like, 7 games. But when it came up, I forgot that in fantasy, like I remember I was trying to trade Christian for him. And I was like, why did I try to trade him? And it was because he was out for, like,
a while.
A lot of games. But I forgot that, bro. But damn, it sucks. 'Cause that's my Brody, bro. Like, I love Donovan Mitchell.
We
that
love
man's
him.
a dog.
That's a dude we could agree on.
Oh, man. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. But moving on, and same with Joel Embiid. He's out. But moving on. Oh, and Tyrese Halliburton. He's out of it, too.
Tyrese is out of it?
Tyrese is
I did not know that.
My bad. But moving on, the Lakers have issued a statement in response to the discovery of multiple spelling errors on Kobe Bryant's statue.
Dumbass organization.
Posted by NBA Central. My bad. I want to give out shout-outs to the people posting this.
Okay.
We have been aware of this for a few weeks and are already working to get it corrected soon. How do you feel about that?
I feel like they're dumb, bro. It just shows how fucking stupid the Lakers organization is and how they don't give a fuck about shit, bro. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, how
All right.
Kobe Bryant is the best player in your team's history. He passes away. You build a statue for him.
Mm-hmm.
That is the ultimate disrespect. You might as well draw a dick on his forehead. Like,
chill out.
like that's how fucked up it is, bro. Like, they don't fucking. I don't know.
I mean, they got the statue right. It's like the
poster, right?
post
Yeah.
of it. I feel like it's just the wording that they got lazy with.
That's lazy, though, bro. Exactly. Like, how are you gonna get lazy for the greatest player in your history who passed away early?
Yeah.
It's shitty, bro. I don't think any other organization in the league would do that.
Yeah, it was weird to see because I was like, I thought y'all would like be double checking that thing before you have it go out and
Proofread.
Proofread. But I don't know what happened. I guess I'm glad that they're gonna fix it, but at the same time, now it's kind of ruined because
now it's a joke.
Y'all
bro.
told the world, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess they're gonna box it off for now, and then like have people like chipping at it or something. I don't know. How do you fix that? Do you just put like the same material like back on there, like melting on there, or do you just?
I have no clue.
Like, how is the process to fix it?
Fuck if I know, bro. Like that's
I'm
why
just
like
wondering.
it doesn't make sense if they're like, oh, we've known about this for a while. Like if you've known about something like that for a while, why would you keep it up? That's how I feel on that.
Yeah, that's true.
What else we got in the news?
Hey, so
let me take over for a second, bro.
Okay, go for it.
They hit the half court.
Who just made that?
I think a Laker.
Was that Christie?
Yeah.
Did that count?
I don't know, but that shit was cold. That was like a line drive. Let me take over for a second, man, and give a shout out to a dude I've had beef with. Wait. Look at this shit. Alex Len splash.
Alex Len made a fucking 3.
Goat. Let me shout out Rudy Gobert, man, because I am starting to feel like we have talked so much on this podcast about games where the Timberwolves get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
They get fucked a lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Rudy. Stand on what you believe. That's all I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm not saying I disagree with him. But he's standing on business right now. Right or wrong?
I respect you. I respect you for,
Right,
for
that's-
shouting them out. I'm never gonna shout him out. I don't like Rudy Gobert.
But you could nod your head over there and agree with me.
That he deserves his whatever this year.
Not
his props.
No, I'm saying that. Like in this whole situation with him throwing up the money sign.
That's
all
what
I'm
you
saying.
meant.
I'm
My
just
bad.
shouting him out for standing on business.
Okay.
Right or no?
You know what? I don't know what the calls were and all that, but
But they get fucked a lot.
Yeah, that's true. There has been some calls, but I guess I'm annoyed because
You don't like Rudy.
well, not just that. It's just that they've gotten fucked a lot. But at the same time, there was that whole thing where LeBron's toe.
I knew you were about to go with the
damn
Lakers.
fucking
I
line.
knew you were about
I'm
to say
gonna
some shit
do
about the
it,
Lakers.
'cause it's my
I
team.
knew you were about to say some shit about the Lakers, bro.
I don't feel bad. That win would have put us over the Mavericks right now.
Hey, but
That win.
Rudy's doing it for the league.
Hey,
For the
that's
Lakers.
cool.
He did it for the Lakers.
That's fine. We've gotten used to it. We've gotten numb. We don't even care about the
Aw,
damn refs.
boo-hoo.
We don't care about the
Aw,
damn refs.
poor
You want to
Lakers,
do
bro.
your whole money celebration
Poor
and get the fucking
Lakers,
fine?
bro.
Go for it, Rudy.
Fuck
We
that.
don't care.
Fuck that, bro.
What do you mean, fuck that?
Lakers. It's always the Lakers are the victim, bro.
I'm not
Fuck
saying we're the
that.
victim. I'm saying that we're used to not getting calls. It's basketball.
Because you're the victim,
The
bro.
refs ain't gonna like us. Refs ain't gonna like us. You gotta fucking play.
Fuck that. That's all I'm saying.
You
That's
gotta
it.
fucking play.
Fuck that.
Man, whatever.
Fuck that.
Either way, Rudy, if it was a really messed up call, hey, I applaud anybody. I get mad at refs too, bro.
Stand on business.
I applaud you for that if it was really, really, really a bad call. But otherwise, I don't give a shit. I'm just kidding. But anywho, there have been a lot of injuries, man. A lot to some players who are key to a lot of other teams that are either in the playoff position or trying to push for it. Big one was the Rockets. They lost Alperen Şengün for the year or for the season. Another one, Kawhi Leonard yesterday.
Back.
And Rudy Gobert in the
Go.
same game.
Yeah.
Now, I
Cat,
didn't see
we
Alperen.
weren't here when Cat tore his meniscus either. We didn't talk about that last
my
week
bad.
either.
And Cat. Stars are starting to go down, and it's starting to scare me because
Because you got the most injury-prone star ever, and then a man who's 40.
well,
Someone's
switch it
going down.
around because AD's been fine this season. He's
I'm
like
just saying
50
ever,
games.
historically. Right
I
or
don't know.
wrong?
He's played more games than Kawhi, Paul George, Stephen Curry in like the last 4 or 5 seasons.
I guess. I don't know.
They
I'm
put
just
up a
saying
graphic for it.
historically. Like, AD always goes down, always tweaks something, never finishes a game.
I mean, now it's Ben Simmons. I'm just saying.
Ben Simmons is not a star. Let's not put Ben Simmons in the same tier as AD.
Okay, yeah. my
Let's
bad.
not do
My
that.
bad. I was just talking about players overall. But anyways, these injuries are starting to suck. But the Kawhi Leonard one scared me a lot because Brody literally just went up for a jump shot and then he came down and it didn't even seem nobody hit his back, nothing. He just came down and it looked awkward and then he just went over to the bench and he just walked out of the arena. And they said it was back spasm. So I was like, oh shoot.
It's
Like-
probably. I think that's just a thing that happens. I've had that before. Like your back
Yeah,
kind of
but-
just goes out.
It's just like, bro, it was just weird to see the way it happened. It was like I've never seen that happen to him. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn, because even though he's a flipper, I love Kawhi.
He's a goat.
Mm-hmm. Also, another thing I want to talk about: two different teams have started talking shit about Grant Williams.
Yeah, you gotta fill me in on this because I seen posts about it, but I didn't know what.
So the first one was with Michael Finley. Talks about the time Luka Doncic cooked Grant Williams in practice.
Mm-hmm.
One day in practice, a player on our team, I won't call his name out, but it was Grant Williams. That was so stupid. I don't know why he did that. He decided he wanted to get under Luka's skin. He felt that Luka didn't come that day ready to practice. So to make a long story short, they had a scrimmage going, and he's talking trash to Luka up and down the court. So finally, Luka says, "Okay," and I'll tell you. Luka went on a 26-6 run by himself. You can ask anybody. I'm not exaggerating. It was like a 26-6 run by himself. He showed everything, the threes, the post-up, the floaters, everything by himself. And then another story was just the Boston Celtics announcer saying that he was a bad, locker room guy. He was, just not really positive or something like that. So we're just getting, these are the two stories out right now just about, like Grant Williams and how he's just not a good teammate or something like that.
Which don't make sense because the announcers aren't even in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are they talking about?
Hey, I just thought it was funny that both of these stories came out with two different teams because I was like, bro,
I
what
saw
are you
Tatum
doing?
stand up for. That's what I saw about it, where Tatum said people are like Grant Williams was a great teammate. Like, I don't know why people are dragging him. And when I think about Grant Williams, bro, I think about the time where he fucked up the Bucks and hit like 8 threes, like the most random fucking game. So I mean, he's a player that's won the Celtics series before, you know, and he had a bad year with Dallas, but I feel like he's just an easy player to hate on. And I feel like if you're in an atmosphere like that, like you're not gonna like want to win, or you're gonna be in your own head. So yeah, but that's all we got for this week. That wraps up another episode of the You Know Ball NBA show. Make sure you guys say the line.
Like, subscribe, and follow on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace out.